crater face, pizza face, holes, bumps. Ugh. I don't like her. Ew. I don't want to go to prom with him. Yuck. Who? Her? Nah, man. I don't like her. Ugh. Moon face. This is the type of stuff that people that suffer with acne go through every day. And it's not funny. Not that I'm laughing at the situation, but it's just funny how people just don't understand it. People look at people with acne and say stuff like, just wash your face. Or you need to just stop eating grease. It's more to it than that. And you know what's worse? Young people, I know what you're going through firsthand because, I went through it. I went through it in school. For all the years in school I was there. Serious. I mean, I still suffer with acne to this day. Large pores, acne. Oh, I know exactly what you're going through. I went through the sore bump stage, black marks, red spots. And people that don't have acne, the ones that are cruel, that are mean to you, maybe, they really are just being innocent. I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I've never been that type of person that just relentlessly teased other people. But they have no idea what you're going through. But I do. I know exactly what you're going through. It's like just hard for you to get out of the bed in the morning. Just and you're in high school and you're in grammar school and all this and that. And it's just right now for you, I know what you're going through. It's hard for you to even go to classes knowing that you're dealing with this public display every day. It's the topic of everybody's conversations. People staring at you. People pointing. You got severe acne where it's just like kind of covered, like you could tell it's some kind of a what am I trying to say? Like it's maybe allergies or something like that, and you've got kind of the minor acne, but whatever it is debilitating. And I don't mean to shout. Maybe I am shouting, and maybe I do mean to shout because I know what you're going through because I went through it. It was hard in school. I had friends. I was pretty popular to an extent, but I'll never forget walking around the back of the school to hide. And the worst time to get the acne, why does it have to be in high school? It's like you can get acne at any other time in your life, but it always has to be right when you're getting ready to go to high school. I didn't have any acne until I got to high school. As a matter of fact, it was freshman year that my face started to break out. That's when it decided to break out. Oh, and to prove to you that I did have, I'll prove it to you. One day I'm going to class. It's between classes. Minding my business, as I always was. Heading to class, and up walks, I won't even call him a friend. It's just a guy that I knew that went to school with me. So he calls my name. I wait for him. I turn around and wait for him to catch up with me. And we're just kind of shooting the breeze. And he tells me, you would be so fine if you didn't have those bumps on your face. In what world, in what backwards, twisted world is that a compliment? Where? What? Why would your mouth, and you can't even say, oh, well, he was young, he didn't know better. Sure he did. We were freshmen, sophomores. We know perfectly well what we're doing and saying. But people don't realize that when they make those comments and stuff, and then they walk off and leave you're there, feeling like you're left with feeling like You know, you don't even, can't even put it into words. It's like you just want to go home at that moment, you know? Every time somebody makes a comment, every time somebody, insults you, they don't know what they're doing to you. I know firsthand, I know what you're going through. And I just wanted to just, people with acne or bumps, as they so affectionately called it when I was growing up. Thanks. I just want you to know that you can't let bullies and people that talk about you win. You can't let them win. You cannot go home and hunker down in a corner and be like, woe is me. You got to fight. And what do I mean by that? Get online. This is the day and age of technology. It's 2015. When I was going through what I was going through, we didn't have like computers like that. The net wasn't that big. So what you got to do is you got to go home. You got to study. You got to figure out what it is. What's your blood type? Maybe it's some kind of food that you're allergic to. Look into chlorophyll, look into chlorella. Those are things that clean your blood, put oxygen in your blood. Do your affirmations. Go home. If you don't know what affirmations are, go home and learn them. Go home and figure out what affirmations are. They're positive self-reassurances, I guess is a good way to put it. And you got to say it with heart. It's like this little phrase you come up with for yourself, and you say it all the time. Like for example, the one I came up with for myself is I am happy, I am healthy, I am happily married, and I am wealthy. And I say it with intent, I say it with passion, and I usually say it when I feel my best, when I feel good. I wait on purpose to say it then, so I know that way it's like authentic. But this is just my way of giving back, because if I could go back and do a do-over, which there are no do-overs, I would talk to my young self and say, you know what? Dust yourself off. While they're talking about you, be at home reinforcing yourself. Study. Get smarter and smarter. And also, that's another thing. If you're getting teased because you're smart, forget about it. Keep being smart. Get even smarter than you were already, because your acne is going to clear up. I still have trouble. I still have, large pores and things like that. But your acne will clear up. And then while you accelerate in life, you're going to leave behind the people that were talking mess about you day in and day out. So that's what my point is. My point of making the video is, don't lose sight of what you're supposed to become, who you're supposed to become. Work on being a spirit maker. That's what I did. Even in the midst of all my trials with my skin and this and that, I didn't let my spirit, like, I was quiet, but I was still a really nice person, and I am to this day. And yeah, there are some insecurities that I have because of what I went through in school, but I didn't let it shape my life to the point where it changed my personality. You know what I mean? So my point is just keep getting stronger and stronger, mentally, physically, emotionally. Yeah, they're going to break you down at school. It's just going to happen. You can't stop it. But what you should do is go home and build yourself back up again. What I think you should do is go home, and you should make a resolution to yourself to not stop fighting. Don't you dare go in the background in the quiet and start to say, you know what? I think I'm going to take myself out. I'm going to kill myself because I get talked about so much. It seems hopeless. My home life is hopeless. School's hopeless. I'm taking myself out. Don't you dare do that. Figure out how to get better. That's how you beat the situation. That's how you beat the odds. Don't go down, go up. That's my biggest purpose of making the video, because I was a young person. I see young people, I see them getting talked about. I know it doesn't feel good. I realize that. And the other thing I was going to say about acne, why does acne have to always come with large pores? Why can't it just be large pores or acne? Because when I had my acne, it was constantly these large open pores along with the acne, just a side note. But at any rate, just when I said in my other video, excuse me, to do you, I really meant keep developing the actual natural person that you are. These other people are going to try to break you down and make you turn into something that you're really not. You're probably nice. You're probably fun. As a matter of fact, keep building on that. Keep, get people to know you for how awesome you are. Get people to know you for how energetic you are, how kind and nice you are. That's what you want to work on. Learn about interior decorating. Decorate when you're at home at night in your private time instead of crying, and don't go wallow in it. I know it's hard. Trust me. There were days that I didn't even want to get up and go to school. I didn't want to be bothered. I didn't want to be talked about. I wasn't the prettiest girl. I just I had the acne, wasn't the prettiest girl. I was fairly popular, I guess, but people just didn't know how I felt inside. So just be strong. That's what I want to tell you. Keep going forward, keep building on yourself. Be start to compliment people. If it's not at school, if you don't feel comfortable doing it at school, do it outside of school. And I say that because when I compliment people and I'm nice to people, it makes me feel even happier. It makes me feel good internally. Do those affirmations. Keep doing your schoolwork. Do not contemplate taking yourself out. I don't care how bad your family life is. Get a mentor. Get a school counselor. Talk to another adult, your neighbor. Somebody will listen to you, because I know it gets tough. And I know it feels like you're in it all by yourself, but you're not. You're really not. Look on YouTube. Look at how many other young people are suffering. So I just wanted to do my part. I thank you for listening. Anything that I come up with, I will continue to come forward and say something to young people, because I think, and I did my video on purpose up close because this was about face acne, and my skin is by no means perfect. I have a makeup right now, so I get it. I really do. But life goes on. Live to your 20s, live to your 30s. Don't take yourself out. Be proud of yourself. Keep building on yourself. It doesn't matter what they're saying about you. Yes, they're going to talk about you regardless. So just stay in there, hang in there, and don't let the acne tear you up. Don't let it win. Don't let them win. Don't let the acne win. And when I come up with more information, I'm coming back. You better believe it. And I'm going to be back with more motivation and more ways to figure out how to help other people that are suffering. So thank you for listening, and peace and blessings.